Paranormal Activity, The Marked Ones is a ghost horror movie sequel.
In this movie, we follow a new family as it's kind of been wrapped up on the two sisters, but turns out all the movies are connected. As just a little key piece of information in this movie is this new family, this Hispanic family, they end up finding these VHSs, and one of them is titled with the names of the two sisters. So basically, it's still all intertwined. But yeah, they're at like this living complex, which is kind of like an apartment complex. And basically, this family, underneath them lives this crazy old lady that everybody thinks is a witch. Wouldn't even say she's really that old. And yeah, some just crazy weird shit with her. They're constantly hearing stuff through the vents and stuff from her little apartment. Till one day the police show up because she was murdered by this boy that the son, well, not even the son because he's adopted, which is a common factor in these movies. Well, nonetheless, he knew this kid from school, and yeah, turns out that the boy that kills this lady was marked, and he killed her because whatever is possessing him told him to do it, and she was kind of not a good person. Well, also turns out the adopted boy from the apartment above this weird lady, he's also marked, hence the movie The Marked Ones. And yeah, he starts changing, and at first he thinks it's all cool, fun and dandy, and then, yep, the descent into madness and chaos. This one is just way less weird shit happening. I mean, it's still the found footage, but it's a little different this time going around. But there's still some jump scares, but I feel like in this movie it's just really pushing a lot of the lore as it explains about this witch covenant, and yeah, just about the reason why the little baby boy was kidnapped in the beginning, as the marked ones are the firstborn sons, and it's just these witches and they're building an army. So yeah, it's just building up the lore, and the friends of the boy that's been marked try to save him, and that's about the story without too many spoilers with what happens in it. Yeah, and that's it. So my review to Paranormal Activity, The Marked Ones, and this one was definitely way less scarier, as it clearly focused more on the lore aspect, which I liked because I want to know more about it. Even though it's a new family, they're all connected, which is pretty good. And yeah, I mean, the acting was still pretty good. Even though it was less jump scares and stuff, it was still pretty entertaining. There was still a little bit spooky shit happening, but you could definitely tell in this one that they're like not even trying to hide that this is easily just like some movie being made, instead of like, I feel like the gimmick of the first couple was, oh, is this real or not? That's clearly something that's been thrown out the window, as there's a part in the movie where dude just teleports, or like, I don't even know. If you watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. He's like in the living room and he like teleports into the living room or something, and everything just kind of like goes flying everywhere. Yep. Yeah, not really much to say besides that this movie just is like a continuation of a lot of the questions you have, which I wish 4 kind of did, but... And also, at the very end, when the friend goes through the door and he gets teleported to the first movie right before the boyfriend dies, that was a nice little touch. It's just cool to see how they're all intertwined. And it's just really good storytelling besides just being movies with jump scares. Was not expecting that out this franchise when I started watching it. So, my recommendation for Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. And yeah, I'd recommend this because it was good. It was a nice change of pace. And it's just an extension on the story. Like I said, I kind of wish 4 did more of what this movie did. Even though 4 wasn't bad, I feel like it was the conclusion. And they didn't really fill in some blanks that we all still had. And this is basically doing that. Yeah, witches trying to take over the world by building an army of possessed little boys. I don't know. There's one left that I own, so we'll find out more with the ghost dimension. And I think there's even one more after that. So, yep, recommended.